What? Yes. Here we go. Welcome to I'm Sorry Dad, we talk about things. Welcome to I'm Sorry Dad, we talk about things. Welcome to I'm Sorry Dad. My friend Rye is sitting here, and he's very, very handsome. He's not really handsome. I just say that because he's insecure about his appearance. But I try to make him feel better about himself, and now his eyes are getting wide. There we go. It's I'm Sorry Dad. I have problems with my sexuality. I'm sorry, Dad.
Welcome back to I'm Sorry Dad podcast.
Yep.
That actually, we weren't planning on doing that, but now that we just did that little song,
Uh-huh.
I want to ask our listeners to maybe like write a theme song for the show.
Write a theme song?
Like don't spend too much time on it, please God. But and send it to us. Keep it like under 30 seconds long.
Yeah.
Write us a jingle, perhaps.
Little jangle jingles.
If that sounds fun to you.
If it doesn't, then just, do anything else.
Yeah.
But if it does sound fun, then do it.
And then we'll play it.
Yeah.
On the show. So send that to our email, which is I'm sorry dadpod @gmail.com.
Yes.
Speaking of emails, on this episode we respond to some of your emails. And we are mean to some of you, but just as a joke. But it's fun. Ooh, let's practice another read an ad for our upcoming ads.
Oh, let's do it.
All right. This episode is brought to you by Brandon Calvillo. Brandon is a 23-year-old, half Mexican, half white male from Orange County, California. He is a social media influencer and writer and director. His future is uncertain because this is entertainment. If you would like to marry or date Brandon, he prefers you are under 14 and have the body of a 9-year-old boy.
Okay. Hey now.
That was actually a call back to one of the emails we got.
Yeah, we got an email from a 14-year-old.
But that was a call forward to.
Yeah, Jesus, man, we're changing the comedic game, dog.
I just flipped it on its fucking back.
Andy Kaufman, who? Anyways.
So yeah, emails.
And we also talk about, we get into the movie Black Panther.
Yeah, oh yeah.
What we thought about it.
There's no spoilers, though.
No spoilers. And it starts with the talk about Black Panther, but then it grows into this talk about, I guess, movie criticism as of today in this modern day of 2018.
Yeah.
And what it means and how it can be manipulated.
Right. This is a mostly Brandon episode. So you're welcome, everybody.
Anyways.
Thank you for the emails. Email us again at I'm sorry dadpod @gmail.com. I'm sorry dadpod
@gmail.com.
Also check us out on YouTube. Find us there. We're everywhere.
And on Spotify.
Yeah, we're on Spotify and Google Play now as well. Oh, that's good. Yawning on the podcast. Jesus Christ.
Hey, man, you know what? I didn't have my... I'm not me until I've had my crack.
That's right. Don't talk to me before my morning heroin. Yeah, I feel like on this episode I'm a little bit tired as Brendan just yawned. I don't know. We are who we are, everybody.
Yeah, we get tired sometimes, guys, all right?
And we're just, we're being real.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to yell at you guys.
Real lazy.
Ha-ha. All right, well, let's do this, bro.
Yeah, man, let's do it.
All right, so on the next episode, we will play one of the theme songs that you guys write for us if you want to.
Let's do it.
So let's do a interlude. Let's go back to our song.
Okay.
All right, guys, enjoy this episode of I'm Sorry Dad podcast.
Yeah. Huh? What? Really? I can't hear you. Were you saying something? I can't hear you. Say it again. What? Huh? I don't understand why every single man has to get all fitness buff and stuff. Why does every single man feel the need to take their hand and put it on a weight and lift it up and down? What's up, everybody on the internet, on iTunes, on YouTube, on Spotify, on everything? That's what we're all on. Hello.
And we're also on ecstasy. This is a very special drugged episode of I'm Sorry, Dad.
I just took 4 mollies.
Yay!
Is Molly the same as ecstasy?
I think I've heard Molly is the like pure form of ecstasy with no like rat poison, but I prefer rat poison, bruh.
I think rat poison's the thing that gets the night going.
I prefer mostly rat poison, just laced with a little bit of Molly, just for like flavor.
Yeah, you know, Molly is like your Splenda.
Yep.
Mm.
You know, I have a sister named Molly.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder how she feels about this whole Molly craze.
She's probably like, hey, I gotta go get some Molly. And she's like, what are you talking about? I'm already here.
Ah, it must be fun to be Molly right now. What's it like to be Brandon? Have you had any nicknames or like
Brandy from
Brandy.
you.
Yep.
Piece of shit, asshole,
But nothing-
cocksucker.
But nothing based on your name.
Nah, just my personality.
Right.
You know, I hate you.
Boring.
Boring.
People used to call you Boring.
Yeah,
I was like, that's
Mhm.
my buddy Boring.
That's my buddy. That's what they would say
Yeah.
whenever I would walk by.
Why do you call him that? It's because it's how he makes you feel.
Whenever he opens his mouth and he goes, say something, and I went, well,
Oh God, shut up.
And then, I'd cry a lot.
That's cool. I never had any.
You never had a nickname? Well, okay. Well, your name right now, but I call you as a nickname because your name is Ryan.
Right. Yeah.
So when I
Rye.
call you Rye,
That's a nickname. Yeah.
mm-hmm.
Also, my parents used to call me Flying Ryan on the ski slopes. So that's a cool nickname.
Did they say that when they were taking you to the hospital because your legs were broken? They're like, it's okay, Flying Ryan.
Oh, God, Brandon.
Sorry.
Dad. We are quick today.
We're very quick.
Also, Little League, my dad, everyone in my town, meaning just my dad, called me Rocket Ryan for pitcher, as a pitcher. Rocket Roger Clemens was in the Red Sox. He was my childhood hero. And I was just known around like New England as Rocket Ryan, like everybody knew.
You're not from New England.
Yeah, I am.
You what?
Yes, I am.
New England is your wait. I thought New England was like a place in Britain, the UK.
Oh, nice. This is a good moment, Brandon.
No, I mean like I obviously know that it's in Boston as well.
No, you didn't. I think
No, I knew it's in. I know it's in Boston.
No, I think we're having an embarrassing moment right now recorded on the podcast.
No, I
You
know.
thought New England was in Great Britain. Idiot!
Well, it is, isn't it?
England is not New England, dude.
New England is not in Britain as well as England. There's not like a because like there's Mexico and then there's New Mexico.
Right. The one in the UK is called Classic or
Classic?
Traditional England.
Yeah, classic England.
Yeah. I was trying to
Make a Coke joke like classic Coke and new Coke. You dumb fuck. Sorry.
No, New England is here's where I'm gonna get something wrong. Massachusetts, New Hampshire.
Why New England?
Was it Vermont, New England? Oh no. Abort. I give up.
Does everybody in New England go, "Oh, what's up? My name's Roy"? Is that why you have your accent?
Everywhere. Everyone in where?
New England.
No, that's everyone in England. New England is in the U.S.
I know, but why do they call it New England? Why did they call it that?
I'm not sure. Probably.
Why do I always ask you these big questions? Why do they call it New England?
I'll make an educated guess. And the British settled it and like, hey, we just came from England. Here's this new spot. Let's call it New England.
Let's fucking do it, dude.
And then they all drank beers and watched the Red Sox.
You know what's funny isn't Boston almost like the opposite of like England in a way culturally? Because like England, aren't they like very like proper and like let's have some, you know?
I guess so.
And then Boston's just like, yeah, we're gonna fucking have some beers, dude. I don't mean to insult your hometown, and I feel like if I do, I'm not trying to insult Boston.
Well, you are.
I'm sorry,
Dad. So I think you might be ready for a fucking Boston beatdown, dude.
Really?
I think this cocksucker might need a good old-fashioned Boston beatdown.
Did you ever get a Boston beatdown?
I've been in a Boston street brawl.
Really?
Boston street brawl, bruh.
What was it about? Some guy didn't revine your vine?
No. See, I'm 48 years old.
Oh, okay.
And I was in college around 23. It was 10 years ago.
Mm.
Actually, I was 21. Anyways, yeah, fight broke out outside my friend's party.
Uh-huh.
Just because some kid, I don't even know what happened.
Mm.
Some dude, big group of dudes were walking by. Big group of dudes was outside already. Both groups of dudes started talking shit. Street brawl. Boston street brawl. And then I was actually blackout drunk.
Huh.
I know I got involved in the fight because I came out of the blackout looking in the bathroom mirror, just all of a sudden looking at myself, blood all over myself, and a big slit in my lip. I wish I could tell that more smoothly, but
Yeah. Maybe work on your storytelling patterns.
I have
there,
dry
buddy.
mouth, like I mentioned earlier.
Mm.
Please hold.
Holding for rise, drinking water. So yeah, you got a Boston beat down. When you were you beat as a child? Let's just get into it. You know.
No, I think I might have been spanked once.
I
or
was spanked
twice.
too.
Were you?
I was actually hit with a belt.
Whoa!
Well, I mean, like that, like on my ass, but not like hard. It was just a few times.
Good old fashioned Orange County belt down.
That's my dad. That's what my dad did.
All right.
Mm.
Often?
No, only if I like did something really bad.
And like to this day?
Yeah.
When's the last time he beat you with a belt? Spanked you with a belt?
When was the last time? I think it was when I didn't take a brand deal from Verizon. No, it was no, he doesn't do that still, right?
Okay.
He doesn't still beat me with a belt. What are you, silly?
Well, speaking of beating people with belts, we got some emails from fans, and we know that all our listeners usually have been abused.
Well, yeah. I mean, most of them are pretty, I'd say.
I'm just kidding about the abuse
melancholic. They're pretty
melancholic.
Yeah, meaning they're very sad, but got a little bit of happiness to them. A little bit. Okay, wait. I'll just start with this first one. We're going to answer this person's... I think these are questions.
Sure.
So these are questions, and we're going to answer Maya Unchangko's...
Don't say their last name.
Why not?
In case they say something personal.
Oh. Well, but she just put her full name, though. Everybody else just put their first name, so Maya Unchango...
Okay.
Should better learn how to not leave her last name in there, if you know what I'm saying.
This email's going to open with, like, I murdered someone last night.
All right, Maya says, hey, Brandon and Rye.
Hi.
As you can see by the subject, I'm 19 and lonely as fuck. Throughout middle school and high school, I had friends, of course, but I always steered away from them to focus on studying. Now I'm going to UCLA and have 0 friends. Do you have any tips on making new friends at my age? Yeah, do a lot of drugs.
That's my advice, too. Next email.
And stop being a fucking loser.
How about have a good personality and then people will want to be your friend? You stupid bitch.
Nah, there's a way. Okay, so Maya. Okay, let's see. Going to USC, I have 0 friends. Do you have any tips on making new friends at my age? Yeah, you're only 19, so yeah, of course.
Just got to get out there.
You just got to put yourself out there, and just. I don't know. What she said? She's just focusing on studying. Maybe when you're in the library studying and there's that there's a girl or a guy right next to you, just go like, studying. Am I right?
Yeah. That's cool. That's cool to say. And also, I don't know, always have top 40 music playing. From somewhere, just to let the other kids know you're cool.
Yeah. Be like, oh man, I just got this new Zune. Check it out.
Zune?
Do you remember Zune?
Oh, the MP3 player?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I just got the new Zune. Check it out. And then the kids are like, what?
But on a serious note, just get out into that world.
Yeah.
Do something that interests you. Maybe like join a club in college. Unless it's chess, because that's for fucking losers.
Mm-hmm.
Just kidding. Maybe join a club or something like that. But really, all it takes is opening up and being yourself.
No, do a lot of drugs and do whatever you have to do to make the popular kids like you. If that means robbing the school or robbing a liquor store, then you do it. And it doesn't matter the consequence as long as they think you're cool.
Bonus points for going to jail, too.
Yes.
Bonus points for getting kicked out of school.
Yes.
And ruining your life.
Absolutely.
All right.
We just helped her completely with her life.
She's settled now.
Yep. She's going to do big things. All right, Allison.
Welcome.
Let's try and help Allison out.
You got it.
Hey, Ryan Brandon. First off, I'm a huge fan of both of you and love the podcast.
Fuck off.
Okay. I'm 14 and would love...
I like this whole being mean.
I'm 14 and would love some advice. Or you can just make fun of me and that's cool too. My friends and I have gotten to the age where we are interested in guys and dating, but my problem is that basically all girls my age don't have the body of a 9-year-old boy like I do. Also, a couple of my friends have lost their virginity already, and that's what most guys our age want, but I don't think I'm ready for that. I guess I would be fine, but I also have a shit personality and have a terrible sense of humor where I joke about killing myself a lot. Why has the email turned into me talking about how I'm actually trash? Oops. So anyways, I'm basically asking if you have any advice on dating in high school and when you think someone is old enough to lose their virginity. Sorry this email was so long and boring.
Oh, what's her name again?
Her name is Allison.
Allison, that email was too long.
And very boring.
Yeah, so next.
Yeah.
Allison, I don't know, fuck off.
Yeah, Allison, just maybe make shorter, more to the point emails. You fuck. Allison, we're kidding. Okay. So
but wait. She mentioned she has the body of a 9-year-old boy. Allison, if you're listening, that's what Brandon's into.
Okay.
He's into specific underage girls with the body of 9-year-old boys.
No.
Right?
No.
So email us back with your location, and Brandon will come and fuck you. Yikes. Just kidding.
Yowza, Rye. All right, so let's try and get out of this hole that you dug us in. Let's see. Allison, you have the body of a 9-year-old boy. That doesn't matter. You say...
I would say just...
She hasn't lost her virginity yet.
You hold off from doing sex shit. That's possible. But how do you do that?
Hold off from it?
Sounds like she's not ready to get into the hanky-panky.
Hanky-panky-spankies?
She's not comfortable yet.
Well, here's the thing. If you want to get in the hanky-panky-spankies, or if you don't want to, then that's fine. But I feel like if you're in...
14.
This is high... Oh, is she 14?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. I forgot about that part. I thought she was like 18. Fuck no. No. Fuck that.
Yeah,
Allison, don't have sex.
You don't need to lose your virginity yet.
No, absolutely not.
No.
No. I guess it's getting younger and younger these days, though.
Is it?
Yeah.
I thought kids weren't having sex these days.
No, they are.
I've been told the opposite.
But that they are?
Well, maybe it's college age. I don't know. Hey, college kids, you fucking?
College kids are definitely fucking, but I think that people are... Because she just said she's 14 and all of her friends are lost their virginity already. So that's weird
yeah.
to me. I think, Allison, you wait until you're ready. And then you should have it be, wait till you're 18 and lose it in the back of a pickup truck behind Walgreens.
Yeah. That'd be cool.
That's where I lost mine.
Yeah, I'd say just hold off from the sex. I mean, you're talking to two dudes. You're a girl.
I completely didn't even see that she said she was 14.
Is this also the same email that was long?
Yeah.
All right. See, Allison, this email's way too fucking long. So
in the middle of the email, I forgot your age, Allison. So yeah, Allison, don't. Okay, so fuck whatever expectations there are for a 14-year-old to get plowed. What the fuck? What is this shit? What is this? The fucking... Is the Old West?
Yeah.
People losing their virginity at 14?
I mean, I guess people do that. People did that in my school, but just not. It wasn't like the most common thing.
That was like a special thing, right? Because that was a special thing.
Well, it's always special your first time.
No, I mean it was like a special thing, like meaning when I was in high school, same thing. Like, dude, she lost her virginity at 14. What? Mm-hmm. Everyone freak out, and then now it's like she lost her virginity at 14. Why'd she wait so long?
Yeah. In general, dating advice in high school, fuck. You don't have to date yet.
You don't have to date, but you can have flings.
I'm terrible at this subject.
No,
right
I think dating in high school is actually I mean, I think it's pretty awful, but it's because you're forced to be around those people all day.
Mm-hmm.
So like you kind of have to it's like picking from like a thing of fruit. You have to pick which one you want the most because it's just there. You don't like actively go out to the grocery store to find fruit. It's just whatever's there. So I think, and also high school relationships are very superficial.
Mm-hmm.
They're very just based off of looks because you don't know who you are yet, and neither does the other person.
That's right.
So,
don't lose your V card, and maybe not date either, ever. Stay virgin forever.
Yeah.
Is that a good conclusion?
Yeah, that's a good conclusion to that.
All right, next email. Thank you, Allison. Next email is from Saldaped. Saldaped. It's on the next page. You just took it away from me.
Not
now,
Christina.
Now we're losing the flow of the show.
Okay, got it. Here you go.
You should have just read it, dude.
I'm sorry, man.
Everyone stopped listening.
I'm sorry.
All right, this email, quick one. It says, micro dick or mega clit? I don't know, do you? Micro dick or mega clit?
Mega clit?
Yeah.
That sounds like a monster.
Got to go with mega clit.
Look over there. It's mega clit. Rawr. Just
We should
destroying
make
the
that.
city.
If any of you guys want to animate mega clit,
Yeah.
what you think that would look like, send it to the pod.
Yeah. And micro dick? It's micro dick sounds like the thing, like a superhero that's going to take out the mega clit. It's a mega clit. Rawr. And then it's like, look, it's a bird. It's a plane. No, it's micro dick. Dun, da, 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 da. I don't know.
Nice. I like it. If I had to choose one, mega clit or micro dick, I'd go mega clit.
I'd probably choose mega clit too because it just sounds better.
Yeah.
Micro dick just sounds sad.
It sounds cooler.
Mega clit sounds like I don't know. That sounds like a gym.
Next email is from Sam. Sam says, I don't know if that's a guy or a girl, but, gender is a choice. Sam says, hey, guys, I'm a fan from Australia and just wanted to say I've been keeping up and following you guys on social media for a while. Since really early Vine days, yada, yada, yada. Shut the fuck up.
All right. People aren't going to want to send in emails anymore because we're so mean to them.
Yeah, but it's fun. It makes me feel good about myself to be mean to strangers.
You mean to people that are pouring their hearts out to you.
Yeah.
You mean to people that are desperately asking you advice.
All right. She moves on with, and I don't know if either of you care. We don't. But as a fan, shut up. I'd really like it if you interacted with us more. No. There's a lot more to that email, but I'm not reading it. No, just kidding.
Can I read it?
Fine.
Okay. Let me see. Because I don't want people to be discouraged from sending us questions. I really like it if you guys interacted with us more. I got a notification the other day that Brandon was live on Instagram, and I was like, oh, yeah, cool, expecting him to do a Q&A or some shit, but it was just him listening to that Sucking on My Titties song. Honestly, I don't want to sound like an entitled asshole because you guys really don't owe anything, but I love the podcast, and I just love more interaction with you guys. That's interesting.
Well,
they want more interaction. That's interesting to me.
Well, Sam, here it is. This is it. Hi, Sam.
Hello, Sam. How are you?
How you doing?
What's the haps? Oh, it looks like Sam's fucking got cold feet, not saying anything.
Yeah.
Sam, I bet you're listening to this right now. You're not even saying nothing.
Saying nothing.
Saying nothing.
Sam, what are you doing right now? Let me guess. I'm guessing you are studying. You're studying for something.
Studying.
But really, you're listening to this instead.
Yeah, and right now you're having a mind fuck because we're talking directly to you through the internet.
That's right, Sam.
From fucking 2 days ago.
And by the way, we don't know if you're a guy or a girl.
Sam Nathan.
Oh, Simone. What? Sam?
Is it Sam or Simone?
All right, you got two names.
Sam, why did you... Simone, what the fuck?
All right, fuck you, Sam, Simone.
No, all right, Simone, here's the thing.
So that person kind of hated on your Instagram Live.
That's all right. I didn't expect people to enjoy that. I kind of just did it because I was like, this would be funny.
Yeah.
If you just clicked on a thing and then like it was just a guy listening to Sucking on My Titties and just like not looking at the camera.
Yeah, I saw it for a moment.
Yeah, and then you turned it off like a normal person would. People stayed.
Yeah. I saw it and I was like, oh, this is bad.
Yeah.
And I turned it off.
Yeah, that was the point. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like to interact with people online.
Yeah, you don't?
I really actually don't like it.
How about meet and greets?
No. I hate that too. I like when I meet somebody just offhand, like if I'm at like a store and then someone's like, oh, you're Brandon. And I'll go like, oh, yeah, hi, what's up? I like that a lot because it's like real, but I hate online interacting.
Even like on Twitter?
Yeah. I hate it. I do Q&As on Twitter sometimes, but even then it's just like I feel weird about it. Like I shouldn't be talking to these people. Like I mean obviously like cuz I don't know them, right? But like but if like I went to I don't know, like a panel, and we were doing like a Q&A, I'd feel more comfortable, I guess, because you're like actually doing it there, and you're seeing people's expressions and stuff, and it's different, and it's better, as opposed to just,
Yeah, I don't.
Are you and Rye dating? That's what I get.
Really?
No.
Oh.
You had a, what was that? You had a little thing of hope in your eyes. You're like, really?
Wait, because actually, yeah, I've been meaning to ask you.
No.
If you'd want to go out sometime.
No.
Come on, I'll suck your dick. Interacting, yeah, meet and greets, they're cool. I don't mind them. I can get socially awkward if it's not structured.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like meet and greets are always just I've seen a few of them. Actually, no, I did one. I told you this. I did one in when I went to David's show with Corinna. And it was so incredibly uncomfortable. It was the most uncomfortable thing I've ever done because it's just a lot of like nervous usually girls. There were only a couple boys there, and they're all just like waiting in line, like this long line, and it's a room with me and Corinna, and it's dead silent in the room, and they're all just like quiet. And at a certain point I was like, guys, this isn't fucking like, this isn't military school. This isn't the doctor's office. You can talk to each other.
Yeah.
Like, talk to each other, for fuck's sake. Like, this is, I was like, this feels weird. I said that out loud.
Yeah. No, it is weird.
Because it's weird. It felt weird, and
I'll get sometimes after shows I'll get super awkward. Vincent's seen it and enjoyed it from afar. It's like me trying to like saying, "Oh, thank you. Yeah. Hi, thank you so much. Where are you from?" Then I don't know how to end that and like move on to someone who's like behind them.
Yeah.
Looking at us.
Uh-huh.
And it's like talking to somebody and then seeing several groups of people waiting for us to be done so they can come up. So
Yeah.
I just like, sometimes I'm like, I don't know who to talk to.
Yeah. I don't know what to do. And then you run away.
Then I get like an adrenaline rush. Then all of a sudden I get a little panicky sometimes.
Sure.
Yeah. So then I take a break, go to the bathroom for a minute, for like 10 minutes. No, I'm just kidding. Am I sucking on this podcast today?
Right. We got to talk about your insecurity problems.
I feel I'm not sharp right now.
Are you sharp
There.
now?
I
Because you just snapped your fingers?
I'm better now. Okay.
Well, here's what I'll say about your insecurity, because I've noticed it a lot.
My insecurity? I'm just talking about social awkwardness after.
Doesn't that play into
while meeting
insecurity?
people. I guess so.
Yeah, it does. So, I mean, it does. Like, it does. Like, social awkwardness is like, I've gotten better at that. And I think why is because you just have to not care, like, at all about it.
I mean, I'm good in the real world, typically socially. What are you trying to say here?
No. What do you mean? Like, so you're social awkward when somebody knows you and then they go like, "Hey,
Like
what's up, Ryan?"
I'm saying in those instances where there's a bunch of people wanting to talk to me, I'll get like, "Oh, hey, oh, thanks. Okay, you next. Oops, sorry."
I mean, that's a rare occurrence.
Oh yeah, totally.
So like, that's like not the normality. I thought you were talking about just social awkwardness in your life, like talking to people.
No, we're talking about meet and greets, bro.
Meet and greets, okay, yeah. So I would turn into a fucking I would just like
Prince.
No, I would like
Frog.
go into my fucking cave and then just like withdraw from everybody if that was the case. Even though when I did that meet and greet, I was like, I knew what to do, but I was also fucking weird.
Was it tiring for you?
Yeah.
Yeah. It can be draining.
Yeah, because it's just like you have to smile and then you have to be like, "Hey, what's up? How you doing?" And
in your case, you have to pretend to give a fuck about them because like you don't give a fuck about any of your listeners or fans.
No, I don't, man. I just fucking, they're just a cog in my machine.
Oh, dude, it's society, dude.
But no, I don't know, man. Yeah, you're very insecure, right?
What?
I'm kidding. Jesus Christ.
I have my insecurities. But generally, I think I'm pretty cool.
All right, well, that's it for questions.
That's it for questions.
I hate questions.
Do you?
I don't hate it. It's just that, like, actually, I don't hate it. That was a big ruse.
Well, I have a question for you.
Go ahead.
What did you think of Black Panther?
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, Jesus.
Didn't like it.
I saw it. I thought it was cool. But yeah, that's not a very popular opinion. Not liking it.
I thought it was very boring. I thought it was so okay. Have you ever seen Thor?
Yes.
The first Thor.
Yep.
It felt like Thor in the way that it was all so like mystical and like soap opera-ish and like a Greek tragedy, like everyone saying, "Off thou taketh the throne" and shit. Like it felt so like overdone to the point where I was like, "Holy fuck, am I supposed to like take this shit seriously?" It's the same thought that I had with Thor though, which was like the thing that I liked about because Thor 1 took itself super seriously, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's a fantasy film set in Asgard or whatever, and it's about like weird mythical Greek gods and Shakespearean shit. And it's hard to take that seriously, but what I love that they did in Thor Ragnarok, which was the most recent one, was they were just like, we're just going to have fun. This whole movie's just going to be fun because all this shit's silly, and we know it's silly, but we're going to have fun with this, and we're going to not take this so seriously. With Black Panther, everything was taken so seriously.
Oh, yeah.
To the point where I was like laughing sometimes because everything was being taken so seriously. And the first hour was just felt like 3, and then the last 45 minutes, there's one really good scene.
No spoilers.
I won't spoil anything, but it involves the villain and it involves Black Panther. Mm-hmm. And it's literally like a 3 or 4 minute dialogue scene where everybody's in this room and they're all talking, and I was riveted. I was like, this is great. Like, this is what I want because this is interesting. It like held my attention to everything that they were talking about. And then after that, it's just a bunch of fight scenes that don't matter because, you know, Black Panther's going to survive in the end because they have to keep making these movies. There's no tension. There's never any tension in these Marvel movies. It's always just like, you know, Thor's going to be fine. You know Iron Man's going to be fine. You know every superhero is going to be fine at the end of the movie because they're not going to fucking kill off a superhero.
Right.
Because superheroes don't die. I mean, they do in the comics, but they don't do it in the movies because, you know, movies need to keep making those movies. And what are they going to do? Like, that's what I love so much about The Dark Knight Rises. When I was watching that, you remember
that? Yeah, I watched it recently, actually.
That was the third Batman movie in the Christopher Nolan Batmans.
With Bane?
With Bane, yeah.
Yeah.
So everyone knew that was the end of that trilogy, right? And everyone was like, Batman's going to die. He's going to die in this movie because, I mean, it's the last movie. So, like, he could. And there was tension there because I was thinking, like, oh, my God, Batman is vulnerable. He has the ability to fucking die. I knew he wasn't going to die in The Dark Knight, but I was like, he could die. And it made me intrigued. It brought tension. With Black Panther, he literally gets shot in the face with, like, a shotgun, and he's fine. Mm-hmm. And it's silly. And I'm like, how am I supposed to be interested in this car chase when there's no danger?
Right.
There's no danger.
There's nothing on the line.
Nothing's on the line. And then when there's nothing on the line, I'm not interested. And then when they're just having these really boring dialogue scenes, it's just not interesting.
I got a little bit out of it, a little bit distracted from it. Just wondering, like, are these accents accurate? And I started thinking, like,
yeah.
Or, like, I started thinking it might be funny if, like, we're watching, like, a British movie trying to sound American, and they think it's accurate, but they're really like, hi, how are you?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Like, are these accents good? Well, accents good, or is this awful? And like, I don't know.
All the actors are British. Most of them are. Not Michael B. Jordan. The guy from Get Out, I forgot his name, but he's the main actor in Get Out. He's British. Right. And Chadwick Boseman is British. And I feel like a lot of others in there too are British, and it's just like these.
The accents doesn't really matter.
It doesn't, but I mean,
but I thought about it and I got distracted.
I saw it with my brother, and that was his first note. Was like, dude, the accents were so forced.
Yeah.
And I was like, because he said because the actors that's not their accent, right? So they have to slow down their sentences so that they can nail the accents, as opposed to just talking at normal speed. And I mean, that's a nitpick, but.
Yeah, it is.
But
at the same time, it is a fictional place, so they could sound like anything.
It's true, they can. And like with Asgard, they had like a way about the way that they talked. But I think it was just, this is a big, and I got a lot of shit from this because you can't say this movie's bad.
Yeah, I know.
You can't. You can't say that you don't like it. Like it's blasphemy. I literally all I said was, because I wanted to tweet out like, didn't like Black Panther. I just knew I'd get a bunch of shit for it. I don't know why. It's a fucking movie, dude.
But you said didn't like Black Panther because of all the lead roles given to non-whites.
Yeah.
Right?
That's exactly what I was going to tweet. And I was gonna say, why wasn't it called White Panther? No, it did nothing to do with that shit. All
Yeah,
it
I
had to
know.
do with was I didn't like the movie. Like, and because this is how I feel. If I'm very in the middle on the way I feel about a movie, I don't want to talk about it because I'm just like, who cares? Black Panther kind of like, it made me so mixed about how I felt about it. I just wanted to tweet about it. Same with like a movie that I really liked, like fucking any movie that I really like La La Land or fucking Get Out or whatever the fuck. I will say something about it. So with this, I was like, I want to say that I didn't like it, and I want to say why. I knew I'd get shit for it, and then literally all I tweeted out was like, okay, I have to say something about this, some criticism, and I was like, why didn't Michael B. Jordan, who played the villain, why didn't he play Black Panther? Michael B. Jordan.
Oh yeah, I saw you tweet that.
Yeah, Michael B. Jordan is not a villain. He did not. His character, like the character of Killmonger, was very well written. Like well written. It wasn't well acted. He didn't fit the part. You know what I mean? Like it's like if they gave the Joker to like I don't know, fucking Taylor Lautner. You know what I mean? That's what it felt like.
Right.
If they gave the Joker, I'm not saying that Michael B. Jordan is a bad actor. He's not, because I've seen Creed and I've seen Fruitvale Station. He's not. He's a good lead and he's got good charisma. But he's not a good villain.
Right.
Especially not that villain. That villain's very particular.
Who's Black Panther? Who plays?
Chadwick Boseman.
I didn't like him all that much.
He was fine. But here's the thing.
Just like he was like a little too nerdy for me.
Nerdy?
I don't know.
Why was he nerdy?
He like wasn't cool enough. I wasn't
You
like
wanted him to
I
be
wasn't
cool?
like I don't know. I can't. I'm having trouble explaining this.
Well, he's trying to be. He's a king though. Like he's supposed to be like a strong king of this place. So I got I got why he was.
He must have dignity and honor.
What was the name of the lion in Lion King? The Mufasa?
Aslan.
No, Mufasa, right?
Oh, Lion King. I'm thinking of Lion Witch in the Woods. Or
What the fuck?
Lion King.
It was Mufasa.
Yeah,
He reminded me a lot of Mufasa.
that's racist.
Why?
You're racist.
He's a lion. I don't get it.
It's racist because you just chose like I don't know, just too racist, dude.
Okay, that's all right. But no, you know what I mean? Like Mufasa was like he was the king of the kingdom. And so he was like very cool and collected. And so he reminded me of that. And I got why he was like that. But all I'm saying is that I guess I just should have bought him. I just wanted to see like a screen test of what it would have been like if Chadwick Boseman, who Black Panther, if he played Killmonger, and then if Michael B. Jordan played Black Panther, and just see like literally switch dialogues all the same, just switch the acting, and just I want to see 5 minutes of what that looks like.
That'd be cool.
And then maybe it's good, maybe it's terrible, but I don't know. But yeah, I just I think it's so shocking that why can't people be like, dude, the fucking movie has like a 97% on Rotten Tomatoes. The fucking Godfather doesn't have that.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. Like, and I know that Rotten Tomatoes. Oh, but here's the big thing. This is what I'm genuinely starting to think. I think Rotten Tomatoes for Disney movies, I think they're bought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Conspiracy.
I think they're bought. I really do, because you look at all the Marvel movies recently, and sure, they're good movies. They're well-made movies, but like they get like 95s, like 93s, and like I'm just like,
I wonder if it can be manipulated.
It can be,
it right?
Totally can be, in the sense of because Rotten Tomatoes is a huge deal now. Rotten Tomatoes is what it's a selling point. Like they put it on DVD covers and Blu-ray covers now. They say like certified fresh and Rotten Tomatoes, and so since it's such a hot selling point, these big, I mean Disney, it's fucking Disney. They have a lot of money, so they can just like be like, hey, this is what I think happens. I don't think they outright go, hey, we're going to give you money and you're going to write a positive review. I think they bring movie critics to a screening, and it's and they're treated like kings, the movie critics. They get like goodie bags. They get fucking, I don't know, like booze, like free booze. They get like more goodie bags. They get like a chair that massages their balls or their vagina or whatever. And then they just like, they're treated like kings. And then their movie experience is so well, like it's such a well done movie experience, the whole thing, that they're like, oh, it was great. And it affects their opinion on the movie in that sense because they're not even really thinking about the movie. They're more thinking about how gracious Disney was to treat them like kings, and also, oh, the movie was good. It was fine.
Do you have any evidence behind this happening, or is this just an idea you have?
No, I've heard. There's been some people on YouTube that say that Disney and other corporations will like straight up, like other distributors or other, like 20th Century Fox and stuff like that. Like they'll bring critics to a screening, and then they will treat them very nicely.
I see.
Very nicely.
They're recruiting pretty much.
Basically, yeah. And also, here's something that's also a way that, because you said, can Rotten Tomatoes be manipulated? It can. What they do now is they get 50 critics, and they bring them to that screening. You know, that screening that's very fluffed up, that treats them like kings. And those 50 critics usually write a great review, and they put those reviews up like 2 weeks before the movie comes out. So when you go and look at whatever it is, Black Panther or Spider-Man Homecoming, you see that it has like 100%, 97%, and you're like, holy shit, this movie's going to be great. But it only has 50 reviews, and that doesn't account for the 200 to 300 that it's going to end up having. And when those happen, because Rotten Tomatoes is just it's an aggregator. It's an aggregate. So it's just if someone writes a good review, then it's just a percentage out of 300 reviews of negative and positive. Right. So they don't account those 50 movie reviews. They don't account for all the critics. Right. And so eventually that 100% is going to go down to like a 70. Not that he should even matter, but it does to a lot of people. This is more, now this is a discussion about Rotten Tomatoes and how it's affecting people's movie-going experiences, because I've felt this for a long time. I remember, and I'm going to sound like a fucking hipster douchebag, I remember back when I was like 12, 13, I would actively go on Rotten Tomatoes after a movie to see what it got, because it was interesting to me. Like, how do you numerically score a movie? Because it's a piece of art. Like, how do you do that? They don't do that for anything else. They don't do that for paintings. They don't do that for songs, really. Right. So it was so interesting to me. And I would look and I would read the consensus. There's always the critical consensus, which is just like the overall opinion of the movie. And it was interesting. But then as I got older, people would say like, "Oh, what did it get on Rotten Tomatoes?" Like as I was like 20 years old, people would ask that question. And I was like, well, why does that? I was starting to question. I was like, why does that matter to you what it got on Rotten Tomatoes? Like before you go see it, right? Because
people want to know if
it's good or not,
if it's worth it.
But here's the thing: let's bring in a real world example, because you love Ace Ventura. It's your favorite movie.
Well, no, it's not.
It's one of your favorite movies.
I
favorite comedies,
so. But mostly now for nostalgic reasons.
Sure. That has a 44% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Right.
And it's like that, but everyone loves that movie.
Yeah.
Same with the sequel. The sequel's got like a 30. And it's like, obviously, those movies aren't affected by the Rotten Tomatoes score, but now movies are. Like Black Panther. It has a 97%. Right. Everyone thinks it's a masterpiece.
It's because it's important and groundbreaking, okay?
Dude, fucking Blade, okay?
I know, yeah.
Fucking Spawn. Jesus Christ. I mean, I get it. It's different because it's like all black directors, writers. Even though all the money is going to a bunch of white guys at Disney, just remember that. Literally all the money from this movie is being given to a bunch of honkies at Disney. So let's not forget. But yeah, I mean, it's good in the sense that it's, more representation. It's great. Whatever. It's all black cast. Great. Movie was fine. Get Out. No, not Get Out. Moonlight. All black cast. Amazing movie. It's just, it doesn't matter to me. It's just like if it was all black cast, it's just like okay, sure.
Right.
But it just has to be a good movie. And so with but here's the thing. Get Out and Moonlight have like 98s, 99%, and they're genuinely great. And I know this is all subjective. But it's like, then you look at a movie like Black Panther or like Thor Ragnarok, which are just dumb superhero movies, and you're just like, those get like almost the same percentage, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, it's so confusing.
It's true. Could it just be because superhero movies are hot right now?
No, I really do think that it's about.
You think?
I think it has something.
Fucking conspiracy.
I think it has something to do with.
Let's take them down.
Disney or these big corporations behind these movies, because you have to understand, movies now are a giant risk. They're the biggest risk because it's not television anymore. Because it used to be studios would so they would pour like $100 million into a movie, and this is like a comedy. This is not a big blockbuster. This is like $70 million into like a movie starring Jennifer Aniston and like Jason Sudeikis. $70 million. They would pour that in, and it would always make its money back. It would make like $200 million, and that's a profit. And now what it is they don't do that anymore because $70 million is a huge risk. And they know that those kind of movies don't do well anymore, and they're going to lose money. So they say, fuck it, we're not going to do these mild to modest budget movies anymore. What we're going to do is we're going to put $300 million behind this giant blockbuster superhero movie and put a lot of money in the marketing, and then
that you can only see on the big screen.
That you can only see on the big screen.
Got to have the movie experience.
Yeah. And then we're going to and then it's going to make
movie theater. Sorry.
Movie theaters.
Theater.
Yeah. And then it's going to make its money back. And it works sometimes, but dude, it's fucking shocking. Like, Batman versus Superman made $1 billion. It made $1 billion, and it was considered a flop.
Wow, didn't know it made that much.
It cost like $400 million to make, though.
Jesus.
Because it's such an inflated budget. But this is what I'm saying. Okay, so this is what I'm saying. Since these are such a high risk and they put so much money into it, they're doing everything they can to make sure that these movies turn a profit. And one of the things that they know is a huge make or break is Rotten Tomatoes. And so they're not paying. I'm not saying that any critic has been, what was that? What would that be called?
I don't know, buying somebody out.
Yeah, whatever. There's
not the right term,
higher term for it, but I'm not saying that critics are being bought out. I'm saying that I think these companies are treating the critics
bribed. That's the word.
Yeah, bribed. Jesus. I think these companies are treating the critics very nicely at these premieres. Yeah. I think they're fluffing them up,
manipulating their vote.
Yes. And then I think that the critics go like, "Oh, the movie was. What was the movie even like? All I remember was that machine that massaged my genitals, and the free goodie bag I got, and this, that, and the other." So I think it's and then they automatically give it a good review, and this might be just me being a cynic, but this is what I'm starting to think now, because I'm just like, I watch movies now, and I'm like, why did this get a 95? And it's always a big superhero movie. I'm like, why? Every movie's the fucking same. Every superhero movie. And I'm sorry if I'm sounding like a jaded hipster douchebag, but every superhero movie is the fucking same. It's always starts with they're from a thing like Spider-Man. They establish who he is as a character, and then he gets his powers, and then they gotta do a lot of fighting and some shit, and then a big battle happens at the end because there's a superhero, there's a villain that wants to destroy everything, and then the guy beats the villain, and then it's done.
Right.
It never changes.
It's true.
Even with Logan, like Logan, what?
Logan Paul?
No, Logan Paul has his own superhero movie. It's called the Japanese Suicide Force. That didn't make sense. The movie Logan with the Wolverine movie. That was probably my most favorite superhero movie in years, because there was something about it that felt different.
I gotta see that again.
It was it's really interesting because there's something about it that just feels more. It feels quiet. It doesn't feel grandiose. There's not all this CGI and shit. They use real locations for the most part. Black Panther, fuck ton of CGI.
Oh yeah.
It just felt like a video game.
Yeah.
And but like Logan had these real sets and this much more intimate story. Black Panther deals a lot with politics, I will say that. Even the plot of it, isn't it just like they don't want to give out their stuff, whatever it is, like rocks or something, to people? Like it's a metal that they don't want to give out to the rest of the world.
Yeah.
And they don't want to let other people into Wakanda because they're like, we stick with our own. I think.
Honestly, I can't. I don't know.
I thought that was the central conflict. Was that
I fell asleep a couple times.
The central conflict to me was like they don't want to give out their metal or whatever the fuck is because Wakanda is set on a place where there's the reason why it's so like futuristic is because they're on metal that makes everything like futuristic and it has the ability to like heal people's wounds or whatever. And then but they don't want to give that out to like any other place because they're like we keep it with us.
Right.
And they also don't want to let anyone into Wakanda. They don't want to let anyone know about Wakanda because it's like Wakanda is a special place and we can't taint it with new people coming in, which is I get it. Get what it's saying. I got it. It's about the U.S. And so yeah, but it just felt boring.
Yeah, I didn't think it was that great. I thought it was cool, but I'm just not into superhero movies.
That might be it. That's got to be it for me too, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you liked him.
Huh?
I thought you kind of liked him. You're trying to.
I try every superhero movie. I go in trying to like it. The only movie that I liked that
Deadpool was good.
I didn't like Deadpool.
You didn't like it?
No, I thought Deadpool was so meta to the point where I was like, I don't even care.
Yeah, they really pounded in the meta stuff.
It's just like, hey, remember you're watching a movie? I'm like, yeah, I know that. I've been in a theater watching a movie. That's great.
So you need to change the game, dude.
How? Bride of superhero.
Come out with a movie.
Come out with a superhero movie.
Yeah, just do it on a really super low budget, so it like looks terrible.
Yeah, what could I call it?
Brandy and the
Should
Rascals.
I call it White Cougar?
Yeah, do that.
White Cougar.
White. What are your powers?
I have the ability
racism.
No, not racism. I don't know. I have an okay credit score. Not
nice.
Not that great, but it's fine.
You have a 401k. And
401k.
And like in the first movie, the main thing you do, the main victory is you get health and life insurance.
Yeah. I don't know, man. All I know is that Logan and The Dark Knight are really good superhero movies. But that's really it. Everything else, I'm just.
I like Deadpool.
Nah.
Deadpool was good.
Nah.
Fuck you.
All right.
Well.
But yeah, all I'll say is, hey, look, critics, watch movies and don't worry about the nonsense happening out in the world. I mean, not the nonsense. You know what I mean? Like, don't let two things. Don't let the corporations fluff you up and manipulate you by giving you all these fancy spancy fucking, gift bags and treating you like kings. Don't let that affect your opinion of the movie. And also, don't let, I guess it's just don't let the nonsense of the world affect the movie. Because, okay, one last example. Night of the Living Dead. Have you ever seen it?
Yeah, years ago.
It's a classic. And it's a movie about zombie. It's pretty much the first modern zombie movie. Mm-hmm. And the lead in the movie was a black guy. And George A. Romero, who made it, he was making it for no money. And everybody was like thinking, everyone now thinks, oh my God, this is this giant social political movie. And it's about this, that, and the other. Yeah. And the zombies symbolize this and that. And because he's a black guy. And George A. Romero's like, no, he was the best actor that we could get. He was the best actor. And so we just casted him, and we didn't fucking care. It was in the 60s, so it was a risk because there weren't a lot of lead black men in movies. And but now it's considered this social political movie, and it wasn't. Right. It was just like, oh, yeah, this is a good he was a really good actor, so we cast him. So what I'm saying is that I don't know. They tend to lift movies up based off of the political things that are happening in the world.
Totally.
And
there are people tweeting. There was people saying like, "Don't go to if you're white. Don't go to the opening of Black Panther. This is for them. Don't ruin it with your whiteness."
Holy fuck!
Yeah, that's like I'm so not racist. that I'm gonna be like super ignorant and racist by saying like, let them have this. This is for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of bringing out some weird shit.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah, it's making things weird. I don't know. I don't know. But hey, this is what I'll say, and this is a bold statement. But if you're white, if you're any race, and you didn't like Black Panther, it's fine. If you're any race and you didn't like Black Panther, it's okay to not like Black Panther. If you didn't like it, if you genuinely enjoyed it, that's great. But if you didn't, you're not going to go to jail. You're not going to get banished.
Right. It's okay to not like Black Panther.
It's okay to not like things that are popular.
But just know that if you don't like Black Panther, you're racist.
Yes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well,
that just about does it for this episode of I'm Sorry, Dads.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm so tired today. If this was a tired one for Rye Guy.
Yeah, sorry. I just talked for like 30 minutes.
Yeah, I dozed off for a little bit there.
Yeah, it's pretty boring what I was saying. I understand.
No, that was good stuff. I just don't have a big opinion about Black Panther. That's not really.
Well, I don't have a big opinion about. I don't have a big opinion about Black Panther. Just the critical system nowadays is a
It's corrupt,
fraudulent one.
Yep.
So.
Well, all right. Well, should we end this?
Yeah, dog. Let's do it.
52 minutes in.
Let's do it, dog. What do you say?
Let's do it, doggy.
Let's do it doggy style.
Thanks for listening, everybody.
We're gonna do it like they do on the Discovery Channel.
You and me, baby, ain't nothing but mammals, so let's do it like they do on the Discovery Channel.
Getting horny now.
That was a weak ending.
All right.
Sorry, Dad.
Sorry, Dad.